How would you like a $1.5 million payday? Well look, last week we talked about the Airbnb model, how to multiply your income. The week before that we talked about the 10 ways to maximize your rental income. Now all this got you more rental income, more cash flow. But we never talked about equity and how it affects your equity. And that's where Will's gonna talk about it.
Yeah, so the equity part, I know it can get a little bit dry, but really what this has done is we take all of that monthly cash flow and we use something called the cap rate. So here's the dry part, but long story short for the cap rate is it's basically the percentage you get on the building. Whether I take $1 million and I buy a building and I'm getting 4%, that's the cap rate basically, or $1 million in a bank account getting 4%. The cap rate would be 4%. So hopefully that makes sense. You can always Google it to learn a little bit more if you want. But the secret about the cap rate, and what's the cap rate for this area?
4%.
Yeah, so 4%, you take that extra income, and starting off with the internet, for example, $50 per month, multiply that by 13 tenants, we're at $650 a month for extra income. Now you take that annually.
Yep, which is
so times 12 months, now we're at $7,800. So that $7,800 of extra income increases the value of this building by $195,000. Now, that's just the internet. If you take everything that we've done to this building, so everything from the Airbnb model to the modernization and open concept and so on, we're adding roughly $13,000 per month in additional income. So what does this do to the cap rate? 13,000?
Well, yeah, you times that by 12 months.
Yep.
It's $156,000 per year extra.
Yeah, exactly. And then the cap rate?
Of 4%, you divide it by 4%, and that gets you an added value of $3.9 million.
Yeah. So just by doing the things that we've been talking about in the previous videos, we've managed to increase the value of this property by $3.9 million. Now, in this particular case, we're not accessing all of that. We're taking out only 1.5, but that's $1.5 million in cold hard cash. Remember, this is essentially after-tax dollars because it's coming out, and we're able to reinvest that into another property. So there's a huge upside that you just don't see in residential real estate. And that's one of the biggest secrets to commercial real estate.
That's right. So the takeaway here is not only are you impacting your bottom line for cash flow, but you are actually building a lot more equity than you probably thought. So you can take out some of that equity and utilize it to go buy another investment property, which is how you build wealth. Now, next week, stay tuned because we're going to be talking about a lot more secrets that you can't just Google anywhere. These are real golden nuggets.